You're listening to the Screen Team on 930 KWOC.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
To infinity and beyond!
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Please, what does it always mean? This Junior.
That's his name. Henry Jones Jr.
Like Indiana.
We named the dog Indiana.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
I am your father.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Bond. James Bond.
And now the Screen Team on News Radio 930 KWOC. And welcome to the Screen Team on today's Talk 930 KWOC. It's 6 p.m. and we are glad that you are here with us on the Screen Team. With me again after a couple weeks off. Have you been off a couple weeks, Sabrina?
I think one or two.
1 or 2 weeks, yeah, man. It's good to have you. That's a couple. That's a couple.
Usually. 1 or 2, yeah.
Well, it's good to have you back here, Sabrina.
Thanks. I was so busy, I don't think I realized I missed it. That's so sad.
You were helping out Ofra with the
Death at the Depot fundraiser. That's right.
Death at the Depot. How'd that go?
It was great. I really felt like I stepped back in time at the train station, back into the 20s, and it was fun. I look forward to another opportunity to figure out who done it again.
And with us is the big boss, Brittany McKay's here. Brittany,
yeah, we got to behave.
I am hunky-dory, man.
We're glad to have you here, and we have chosen your picks today for the Screen Team.
Yeah.
And
do you remember what they are?
Yes. I do. You know, that runner thing, all week long I kept saying brother. I don't know where that came from, but I kept calling it brother, and everybody's like, what? I'm sorry, that's not runner. We did that one from the theater.
Right.
We did on DVD After Earth with Will Smith. And, of course, for my personal pick, What About Bob?
All right, what's
one of my faves.
Let's start with that one. What About Bob is a movie that came out, I think, in the early 1990s, 91. Stars Bill Murray and also Richard Dreyfuss. And
what a combo.
It really
Those
is.
two guys.
The chemistry was great.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the plot with What About Bob?
Well, Bob is an extremely neurotic fellow who ends up going to see Richard Dreyfuss's character, who is a psychiatrist, of course, who has written a new self-help book, Baby Steps. And of course, Bill Murray's character, Bob, is so neurotic and so crazy that he ends up following his shrink to his vacation. So it's a cute movie. It's been one of my favorites for years. I bet I've seen it a million times.
I'm not sure what the condition's called, but Bill Murray has that thing where he just can't touch anything. He has trouble going into
agoraphobic.
Yes,
where he has multiple phobias.
Yes, multiple phobias.
And Dreyfuss's character actually names what that phobia is. It's multiple phobias and multiple self-induced issues.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
because
he has this tendency he says that if he pretends he has a condition, he knows he doesn't have it.
Yes.
So he's constantly pretending
to throw up in a barf bag.
Tourette's syndrome and stuff like that, you know.
Yep, false alarm.
Because if he pretends he has it, he doesn't have it.
Right.
Which is really sick in itself right there.
I wasn't going to tell you what I do then.
Baby steps, honey.
Baby steps.
Yeah, that's right. Baby steps. This has a pretty good supporting cast as well. The movie stars Julie Haggerty, which she's not really a known name, but if you've seen the movie Airplane, you definitely recognize her. And it also has a young man. What is his name? Charlie Korsman. And in the early 90s, he was like in everything. He was in Hook. He was in this movie, What About Bob? He was also in Dick Tracy. He was like one of those young actors at the time. So I think what really, really makes this movie is obviously Bill Murray and how funny he is, but just the chemistry between him and Richard Dreyfuss is just great.
I love both of those actors in just about anything. But put them together, and oh my goodness, then you get something special.
You get something crazy, and that's what happens.
Was this the first time you've seen this, Sabrina?
No, I had seen it before, but it had probably been 1991 since I've seen it.
You really didn't remember much about it then. Huh?
Yeah, it was a nice revisit. I think that it's a great story.
Yeah,
great story. Even if this movie were released now, it would be a great story.
Yeah,
it would be a great movie. It's not, to me, it's not something that's been overdone, at least in my opinion. But I will say this, that by the end of the movie, you're rooting for the right person and for the right reasons, and you just go, yes. And that doesn't necessarily give away the ending. I mean, it's not that it's a big surprise, but it's like you care about multiple characters for different reasons, and I think that's important. It's a successful movie.
I think this movie's rated PG-13, but would you recommend this to little ones?
I don't think little ones are going to care one way or another about what's happening on it. It's not anything. Most of it's going to go over their heads.
They might relate to the young characters dealing with their personal issues. They have this shrink for a father, and yet they have their own issues that they're dealing with. They can kind of relate to that some.
Young people, as in teenagers or young teens or preteens or whatever. But it's not like little kids.
Little ones.
Little kids would rather be playing with their toys than watching this movie.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything to worry about.
What About Bob is one of those cool movies you can find like in the $5 bin, but you can also find it. We got this at the library, right, Brittany?
The Poplar Bluff Public Library, a free rental.
That is so
about
cool.
That? With your library card, you can go check out What About Bob, not pay a dime.
How many movies do they have?
They have tons of movies, and not just movies, but they've gotten a lot of TV series in on DVD. They've got a lot of documentaries on DVD. They've got workout DVDs, health-related issue type. I know where
all my DVDs went.
Yeah.
When I sold them at the yard sale, I guarantee you that's what a smart person was doing, buying them up and go donate them to the library. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I bet they take donations too.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yes. They have some clubs and organizations that regularly donate some DVDs so they can expand the collection. But also with that tax deal recently, or last year, it's not terribly recent now, but they had more money to actually go and buy new DVDs. So
wow,
they've added a lot of documentaries, and like I say, a lot of TV series. They've got Mad Men.
Oh, cool.
They've got Heroes. They've got some Survivor on DVD that they got from me, believe it or not.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you, library, by the way. And so a lot of those TV series, Will and Grace, got the Golden Girls.
Oh, cool.
And they've got some of those British comedies that you kind of dig. Are You Being
Right
Served?
On. Right on.
Absolutely Fabulous. They have some of those on DVD. That. So yeah. So check out the library. It's a great source for that kind of thing.
All right, Poplar Bluff Public Library. And What About Bob? Coming up after the break, we're going to review the new Will Smith movie on DVD called After Earth. That's next on today's Talk 930 KWOC.
Upgrading your home doesn't have to be difficult. Poplar Bluff Drywall makes it easy. Whether your home needs repair work, updating, or adding an entire room, you want someone that takes pride in the quality of their work. A crew with the skills and experience you're looking for to get the job done the way you want it done. That's exactly what you'll find with Poplar Bluff Drywall. Don't hesitate and call them today at 714-3127. Poplar Bluff Drywall. We rock!